think my tip of the day would be, if you ever plan to travel anywhere where you're gonna be crossing a border by hitchhiking, do a favor to yourself and plan to spend one day in the city at the border, because usually you get stuck in that city. If you don't plan to stay there, the city is gonna make you spend some hours probably because hitchhiking at the borders usually suck like it sucked today. I'm coming from the city of Veliko Tarnovo in Bulgaria. My destination is Bucharest, the capital of Romania. Hello world! So it's midday now. Today is the 10th of October 2016. I'm in the city of Ruse, and it probably doesn't pronounce like this because of course I can't pronounce the name of all the cities that I go in these different countries with different languages too much. Anyways, this is the first video I'm making today. So Ruse is actually a city at the border of Bulgaria with Romania. So today I'm coming from Bulgaria. This is actually the second city that I stopped by, and it's usually like this here in Bulgaria. It's pretty easy to get rides, at least it has been for me. Always I'm hitchhiking, it never takes more than 20 minutes. The 2 rides I got to get here took me just like 8 minutes. The 2 guys who picked me up today, they didn't speak English. But it's quite common in Bulgaria that you get picked up by people who speak at least some English. Maybe it's just this region here because it's more countryside. Maybe people speak less English than usual. I don't know. This is the sign to Bucharest, and the centrum of Ruse should be somewhere around here. This here should be the main crossing of the city. And like everybody getting out of the city should be going here, I guess. I'm very close to cross the border, to go through the immigration control with my passport and all that shit. And it's usually a bit more difficult to get rides when you're going to the border, because people might be afraid to pick up hitchhikers because they never know what the hell I have inside of all these backpacks. I could have everything. I could have from drugs to weapons and pieces of human body, or everything together, because this is just too much stuff. And it's fucking heavy. It's like 19 kilos around there. But it's because I have a lot of shit there, like even tents and camping gear. My destination is Bucharest, the capital of Romania. The temperature here is less than 10 degrees. I'm very lucky that when I was in the city of Veliko Tarnovo, I met a Belgian guy who lives there, who's part of couchsurfing, and he lent me this jacket, this winter jacket, which is saving my day, of course, or saving all my days, because it's pretty cold to walk around and all that. And now it's very comfortable because it's cold, but I have a jacket. I was celebrating because it was so easy to get here, and now I'm just stuck for almost 2.5 hours. I've been walking from the spot where the guy dropped me off. I went all the way up the hill and down the hill now, trying to get closer to the border because nobody's picking me up. There's a lot of traffic, and they don't even look like they're gonna stop. Almost 2.5 hours has passed already, and I'm still here in the city of Ruse at the border of Bulgaria with Romania. I just saw a sign saying 3 kilometers to Romania, so maybe that means that the border is just 3 kilometers from here. I already took my tent out of my backpack, trying to get less weight in my bag because it's very heavy and my feet start to hurt. Oh yeah, I've been walking a lot. I almost cried because it's too much time to be thinking about stuff. I even thought of my grandma, who's somebody that I last saw when I was a child. I was really young when she died. But for some reason I started thinking of her and imagine like, hey grandma, if you can see me, your grandchild has grown up and he's right now in Bulgaria walking for this long distance trying to cross a border. Would you ever imagine that? But I don't know why I started thinking of her. I mean, now I think I should stop recording because I should take care of myself. There are some trucks passing just by my side. Space is very narrow. I could slip and fall on the street, and that wouldn't be nice for somebody who doesn't even have a health insurance. Even split here, I can't walk on the right side because there are some trees, and if I walk on the left side it's a bit dangerous because cars are passing very close to me, but I have no option sometimes. 6:15, I'm finally at the border of Bulgaria and Romania by foot from the entrance of the city of Ruse to here. 3 hours walking. Okay, so apparently walking is not over. I'm now going through this gate. This is the bridge over the Danube River that comes from Germany and passes by here, dividing Romania and Bulgaria, at least in this part. And it says 1952, 1954 in there. So, didn't do anything with my passport here. The guy there in the toll booth told me I have to cross the bridge, and it's like 3 kilometers away apparently. And there, on the other side, I'm gonna do the immigration control stuff. It's been a long walk. 3 kilometers more is very far. But at least I'm gonna see Danube River from above. So that wasn't actually all. I need to cross the bridge by foot. And it's funny that the other side, the opposite side that I'm walking, there is a huge queue of vehicles. And on my side there's no traffic, as you can see, there's nobody coming here. Right now on this just like it's for him to stop. Right now I'm stuck because in front of me I'm gonna have to walk in the middle, and then so I grab the border, go back to no fence separating my feet and the river. The road. That it would be yeah. Romania? What is that? I don't understand. I'm going to Bulgaria. So I'm getting to the other side of the bridge. There's a train passing now. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy because there was a staircase going down to the train rail, and I actually fuck, it's too much craziness. out of me and out of the people maintaining the bridge. Because I crossed here, I talked to the guys working. I mean, didn't really talk because they didn't speak English, but just a few words, smiley. Nobody was angry at me because I'm walking here or anything.